I'm so excited to get into today's video. We have a special guest, Winter, here. Hi, Winter. But we're just going to do just kind of like a look through. I'm building a restaurant, which is exciting for the Winter Wish Challenge. I kind of like twinkled it in. We're at the end of the Winter Wish Challenge, weirdly enough. I feel like time kind of flew on that. But I just thought this would be a nice additional place to like find other men to finish off this challenge. So I was like, well, how's this a nice way to say this? But okay, here we go. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay. Yay! So as you can see, we're just building a generic restaurant, which is always fun. It's my first time ever, so this is a lot of learning and a lot of fun stuff that I really enjoy being able to do with you guys. So I really hope you guys do too. I mean, obviously it's my first time, so there was a lot I'm pretty sure that you've guys probably seen in other people's builds and stuff, and you're like, oh, you missed that, but it's okay. It's okay. It's my first time. We'll come back to this. We might laugh about it. We might be impressed and be like, what happened? Or who knows? So kind of like the idea I had for this was Main Street, she's walking down with her fancy outfit and she's like, boom, this restaurant, it looks bougie. It screams bougie. And I don't know, because with the spa day build, if you guys seen that, I'll put the link down below. That's kind of like the vibe I had for it. It was just you like big windows to look in, and I don't know, it was like, come on, and it could be like adjacent to a bunch of other shopping centers, and obviously it's not because it's the Sim 4 unless I wanted to do a bunch of different lots on the same lot, but I don't. So so this is kind of how it ends up. I mean, I honestly, a lot of it was just testing, figuring out which worked. I did have like a visual image that I was utilizing to create this. It just had like a bunch of plants literally everywhere. But I think that's the biggest thing that attracted me, was that it just had like this, I don't know what kind of plant. I wish I knew. I'm not a plant person like that. I'm a try to keep it alive plant, but we won't go there because I love plants, but my thumb is not as green as I want it to be. So that's what I get to do in The Sims 4. So yay. So I was literally just slapping this everywhere. They kind of had it just shaping around the windows. And this is kind of where I realized that the window size I wanted for the front entrance really wasn't cutting it. I mean, I tried these. I ended up not liking them. So a lot of it's just experimenting and testing, obviously, with bigger builds. And just trying to get this look that you want. I just feel like the what are those things called? Awnings? I don't know. Whatever I put on top of there, it just kind of felt bulky and it didn't really fit the build that I was going for. So I just took that out. I was just like, you know what? Maybe not today. But I really hope that we'll be able to use this in gameplay because we're coming to the end, guys. I just uploaded episode 9. I think I have episode 10 to still upload. And this is crazy to think about that. We have maybe at most 3 episodes if I can stretch it till there. Obviously I don't want to stretch it. I want to have fun with it. I'm so excited. I'm like, go. I think these are the windows I end up with. I really like the look of it. Watching back on this video, honestly, I'm just the build to me was aesthetically pleasing to do. And with all the plants that you get and the plants that grow up the wall are really fun to use. I know I don't have every single pack, and I know there's some that we could be using. But the ones I end up with, I love it. I love it, honestly. So, and for the plants going around it, it's just kind of the same that she has outside her house. I feel like somebody's going to comment on it. I will comment on it. Kind of bothered me that I don't have that many bushes. Is there a pack that comes with just bushes? I need that pack. Or some CC content, because the amount of, bushes to cover up, the flooring like that, I don't know what else to describe that. There's just not that many options. And this is kind of the basic roofing for residential not residential. Come on. What is it? Business. There we go. Generic roofing, you could potentially go up there and have a romantic moment. But we're not going there. We're not going there in the Sims 4 build. No. She's staying inside the building. She's going to the bar. She's trying to pick up some men down the street, literally just down the street from her. She's gotten lazy. She was like, hey, build me a restaurant. I'm happy. I don't know. I think this is a lot of fun, just being able to build over time throughout this world. And restaurant was the next idea that I had. If you guys want, I am going to play in this world more. Once the Widowers Challenge is over. We might not be playing her story, but I could definitely build in this world a lot more. If you guys have any other ideas that we could potentially add into this gameplay, I've been having a lot of fun. I'm not a builder, personally, but I think I'm about to be. Am I about to classify myself as a builder? That's weird to me. And then the fireplace. You guys saw the fireplace. I was like, this place needs one. It's bougie. It screams bougie. And I think that's it for the outside. I know outside of little bits of lights. I know I eventually add a backyard. What? Back into the building. I ended up adding a little. God, words are not coming to me today. I added a garbage can. There we go. I just had to say it really slow so I could say it. And then this is kind of the layout. I think I just left the kitchen. I know I did. I left the kitchen on the first floor, and I was trying to get these fancy stairs. But planning out stairs for me, my brain's just like, no processing. No processing here for you. But I think I ended up liking the overall look. I was just like, okay, here's 2 stairs. What can we do underneath it? I did the bathroom. That's not really fancy, but it worked. It worked out for me. Because I'm like, you're going straight up either to the fancier bar, which is, I definitely feel like our Rosewood or is definitely going to go up there. This is just me testing out the different lights that I felt like. I wanted like chandeliers, but not chandeliers that dangled so much. I think the lights I end up with are a little sadder than what I really wanted. I don't know if it's because I don't have all the packs or I just don't have all the CC content I did on my laptop, but a lot of the game stuff I have when I'm using in the builds, I'm just like, I feel like there's something better. Am I missing it? Am I just going through too fast through the build that I'm like, something's missing? But don't get me wrong, I end up really loving the outlook. I think I stick with like different like greens for the most part. I don't know, I really went all plant vibey, but my brain throughout the whole build was just like, I feel like Widow was gonna look at that and be like, ew, is that dirt? Like, I'm telling you, she's a wannabe bougie person. And for the flooring and the wallpaper, you can definitely tell I end up experimenting. I don't know, because there's a lot of, like, the fancy, like, what Sims 4 is considered fancy for flooring and stuff, and I was like, okay, I don't really know what I want to do. And for those booths, I ended up using those upstairs, because I was like, I'm imagining, like, not just, like, solo to dinner tables that you sit at and eat at, but stuff that you can, like, eventually, like, scoot up. Like, if you're at the bar, you see a nice guy. This is gameplay. This is only in our gameplay for the Widowers Challenge, okay? I don't, like, condone this. Normally, it's just for the fun of our gameplay. I hope you guys understand. I'm not like this in all my gameplays. This is just the Widowers edition, and that's where these builds are going. So this build, literally, I was just like, okay, you're at the bar, you see the guy at the booth, and you're like, oh, I could slide in that booth kind of scenario. You can't just slide up to somebody's, like, dinner table and be like, hey, what's up? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Why is that cracking me up so much? So, yeah, I love the couches from, you know, let's go back on topic, yeah. I love the couches from the Dream Builder decoration. Like, those are beautiful. Like, why don't they make more of those? Like, I need that in every single pack just to be able to alternate it, kind of like the kitchen displays and the different, like, from the, you know, where you prop your feet up so you prop your arm up. But there, I just thought it was like something like fancy where you seating areas when you go to, like, I don't know, the fanciest restaurant I could think of is Olive Garden, and that's not that fancy, but but yeah, that, like, they have like a little, you know, any restaurant, I mean, even like Red Robin, you have like a little bench you sit at, and that's kind of like what I wanted, but like a fancier. That's why I went for the couch look. I'm going, like, in the build, like, please just have faith in the process. I ended up really, like, I wanted that brick look, but it honestly looked more rustic and, like, old and more like maybe a spaghetti factory to me, and I was like, that's not what I'm trying to go for. So I ended up changing that completely out, which you can see very fastly. It just wasn't really clicking. I don't know, it took me for a while to be like, okay, I didn't really know what I was doing for layout. I didn't know what I was doing for the overall look for the interior. The only picture I had for the interior was like the booth section and like a bar. And I was like, okay, this is not a whole lot to go off of. And I do believe, please don't judge my kitchen too much, I don't know what the kitchens are supposed to look like. I don't go into restaurants' kitchens. So if you guys have any tips and tricks, I'm it's not like I'm arguing against it. Please let me know. But my kitchen is very generic. I was just like, okay, what can I give them? Some counters, oven. I don't even know if they need this for the restaurant, a fridge. I ended up giving them like the big deep sinks. I was like, that makes sense. And I don't know, I was just like, okay, I want this kitchen to be, I don't know, I kind of imagined it to be like an in and out, not like a closed door scenario, but I'm kind of worried, like, is my Sims just gonna walk straight up in my kitchen? Or, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna walk in there even if I had a door, so I wasn't too mad at that. I did end up taking out the other thing with the window, and I felt like that was a little too, like, I don't know, not as fancy as I'm trying to get. What's another word for fancy? I don't know, bougie? Fancy? Oh god, I said fancy again. You know what? I'm just gonna stop trying to say some other words for fancy. I'll hear about it later. It'll literally come to my brain. I'll be going to bed. I'll be like, come on, I didn't know that word. Hello. And this is where I was trying to add like a curtain. Like maybe they closed the curtain, although that might be a fire hazard. Don't ask me. I am somebody who's definitely melted 2 items. I am a fire hazard. My husband's told me numerous times. So just to finish off the kitchen, I believe I just ended up like slapping in some windows. I was like, what other cabinetry can I add? I do switch out the sink later because I found out, I think, is it the oh god, what's the restaurant, Get to Work? Is it the Get to Work? Or a restaurant, something. That pack. They literally come with a deep sink, which is what I imagined for the kitchen. And this is where I'm just adding, like, this is like somewhere I'm imagining like the staff get to sit at, take a break, maybe drink some water, have a quick meal. I am kind of worried that my gameplay, they'll consider that a dining table. So there might be some changes. I do have to caution you guys, if you guys end up using this in your own gameplay, I will test it out. Please give me some time. I haven't tested it out yet. This is just me building it for fun, and I love the look. So sometimes you love the look, and sometimes your Sims don't love it also. They just like to troll you sometimes, which I can relate to that. But yes, so as for the dining tables, I ended up realizing the booths downstairs just didn't really fit that well, so I believe I keep all the booths upstairs. Don't quote me. I'll have to finish this. I'm like rewatching this with you guys. Maybe, oh, actually, I think I leave the booths on the corners and just like little tables. I love the look. I think I end up changing the color because the green started to look kind of like, I don't want to say Shrek or like Snot. I don't know. Sorry I had to say that to you guys. Like, oh my god. But I just didn't like the look of it. It just, the green started to look really gross to me. Good. I loved it at first, clearly, but it just did not make the cut for the end with that much green in there. So I ended up going for more brown, and I do end up adding a lot of plants. So, okay, they're coming back, guys. The plants are coming back. And I think I have a bar downstairs and a bar upstairs. I think I have a couple bars upstairs. I was just like, how many bars can we add? How can we fill the space? There's like a lot of like generic open spaces that I was just like, I don't know what to do with. Like literally walk in that area and I was like, okay, what would we add here? So I was like, okay, how can I section it off? Because I'm imagining if you're at a restaurant, I know restaurants. I've seen restaurants, they block off the bars for if you do want to make it family appropriate. I don't know if this place would be family appropriate, but I just thought the idea of having that cut off, or like the feel of it cut off, would make it feel a little more fancy, a little more like exclusive. I feel like I'm making this up as I go. I mean, like, obviously, like, I've been to places, but not the idea that I'm imagining for her. Like, I'm imagining she's in the city, she's trying to pick up a guy at this fancy place. I don't know. Maybe I watch too many TV shows, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying. And this is where the plants come in. I really do I know I will. I will be downloading some more CC content so I can have more plants. That's one of the number one things outside of everything else. Oh my god, I love CC content. Did you guys know that, by the way? Did you know that? Surprise! I love CC content. Oh. But I do try to stick to, whenever I'm doing these builds, I do try to stick to like the bigger items, like the tables, the necessary items that you guys need to have to download this. I try to make sure it is just in-game stuff, but I definitely fail. I think I checked out one of my builds I was gonna upload and I was like, what? I put in vampire stuff in here and like some other stuff. I was like, what? Where do these items even come from? I think eventually that's the whole reason why I have every single expansion pack, is just because I can utilize those. And I don't know, because like each piece, there's always that one piece that you want from the pack that you ended up wanting for it. Like I mentioned before, I wanted the high school furniture and stuff and whatnot. And I think we're mostly done with this floor, by the way. I think I'm just adding music, and I was just like a few other touches. Oh, we gotta get the bathroom stalls. Oh my god, we can't forget the bathrooms, guys. And I ended to just get upstairs. I ended up like cutting up bits of video. Jeez, I just kept saying bits and bits and I was on a roll there. I just took out certain clips of that just so you guys didn't have to see the rigorous of the copy and pasting of the bathrooms. I think that was a lot of it, and different details. I think I added a bathroom that connected to the staff's kitchen. I don't know if that'll become a complication too, because like I said, I have to test a lot of this in game just to see if my Sims themselves will end up going to the staff bathroom. Like, I don't know if that's something you can like classify. I'm pretty sure not, considering it didn't ask me to put in a staff bathroom. So I think that's about it for most of this build, outside of just adding like different details from the bar to adding the bathrooms in there. Okay, yay! So let's get into the tour. Quite excited. I love the look of it. I hope you guys do too. I know it ended up, I feel like, a lot bigger than I intended, but I feel like that's every time I'm building something for this challenge. I'm like look at that. Like that's our spa over there. If you guys go check out the other video, I'll post it down below. So here's our restaurant. Let's just get inside, why don't we? And as soon as you enter, excuse me, plants, we're just gonna get in here real quick. Like I mentioned, we have like little seating area. People can check in. I really hope everything works, guys. We're gonna test it literally in live stream. So I'm crossing my fingers. Let me fix these plants real quick. See, this is why we do tours, because I always find plants in the house. We don't want plants in the house. I guess it's a restaurant, so I don't want plants in the restaurants either, so that's that. And then we have a couple, you know, little stationaries over here, fancy paintings, because I imagine they'd have that. Staff bathroom, staff hangout. Hopefully this does not become a table. I'm gonna cry if that someone's sitting there getting waited. I don't know. Maybe they paid extra to sit there. I don't know. Maybe that's how they like it. And we go upstairs. This is where I'm imagining Miss Widower will hang out at. You enter, you see all these beautiful plants. You can get checked in here. I don't know if we need these. Like, I've never really paid attention to restaurants, so I have both of those up there. I think one's like your, let me see. One's the waiting table. Let me actually, always waiting waiter station and then the host station. So I've never really played in a restaurant quite yet. Maybe we'll do that for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe. And then that's where we have the double bars. We have these nice booths that I'm imagining Miss Widower will go up to. I feel like it was a missed opportunity to put a fireplace over there. If you guys really want it, I might do it. But I love the build. I love how it ended up. We got the fireplace downstairs too. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I think our little village is growing as it's going. It's growing and growing. And I can't wait to see what we have coming up next. And I think that's about it. I don't think I have to wrap up too much. I hope you guys enjoyed that build. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And yeah, see you later. Bye!